restrooms, even the toilet, sparkling. I like to keep that clean here, although it's a little bit of a not too bad of a mess back here, but I have to dump trash in a bit. Gonna let that dry. I don't know who's in here. They got my brother's attention. Um, yeah, congratulations. What's up, Judy? Woo, sun is bright. What's up, Blazer? I wanted to congratulate, yeah, Alex Pedikov and Jonathan Easley yesterday on their live on STM. Boom, 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 boom. Shots leaked. Um, yeah, that was cool for them to touch on the documentary, and then I don't think I got to congratulate Tate Hieronymus and Bob Gimlin for their interview with Les Stroud, Survivor Man. Say what? Yeah, Tate Hieronymus, no relation to Bob Hieronymus, and the other Bob Gimlin. Some Bigfooters will get that. Super funny that those last names pop up in this field we're in here. And to those that don't get it, the famous Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot footage. Those two guys' names were Hieronymus and Gimlin. And then we got our buddy Tate Hieronymus and the other Bob Gimlin, who does Bigfoot videos and stuff like that. So I thought it was super funny. But I wanted to congratulate them because they got Survivor Man on, Les Stroud, and it looks like he's going to be doing a new Bigfoot series. So stay tuned. I'm excited to see yeah, what comes out of that. I was totally digging the Survivor Man Bigfoot series. I thought all those were super cool. And I always talk about the Willow Creek episode with Inker. And I see. They tied this. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But they tied this purposely because they're painting right now. What up, Latch? So yeah, I thought it was funny how those last names kind of popped up. Yeah, Andy, hit those thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And then I wanted to also touch on on the lives, on the bottom right of the screen, you could see sometimes there's this little arrow, at least on my phone here. And on the computer, there's these little like emojis that pop up on the screen, and you could hit those. The other day I was noticing in the analytics that for some reason they were counting those. And I don't know what that does. Maybe someone could explain a little more. But I usually hit them, and I know TikTok is big on them, and it's kind of goofy when you're, sitting there tapping away. Who knows what that's really doing besides wasting your time if you're not really supporting something cool. But I guess that might affect, I don't know, the algorithm somehow. I don't know what it does. What's up, Juanito? Yeah, it's interesting that YouTube is doing it now too. So maybe that helps. What's up, T-Bone? And T-Bone, no need to apologize, bro, when you miss a live. I know a lot of people do that, and by mentioning that, more people are gonna do it too. It's funny how the internet works sometimes. But yeah, no, if you miss a live, it's all good. The good thing is that you could catch up and watch them. It's weird on TikTok. It doesn't post it like it does on YouTube when you do a live. Like YouTube, it'll run it and then whether it's HD version or whatever, 1080 or whatever, and then processes it, and then it posts it for you. Over on TikTok, you have to like physically do it. It'll hold your live stream for like a month, I think it is. I'm not exactly sure, but you can go back to your lives, but it doesn't repost it on your channel like it does YouTube, which I think is pretty convenient. I like that YouTube does that because there's a lot of stuff on the lives. Like there's been several times where I've gone back and posted little clips. You could do over on TikTok little clips also, which is cool. And I've done that before, but never really a whole other live. There goes Butcher getting some inspiration there. He's back at it at the wall. I haven't looked at it and seen the progress, but we'll take a look in a minute. What's up, Jonathan? And see how things are looking over there. Buenas. What else is popping today? It's Friday, right? So last night, I was talking about my psionics the other day. Was tripping because I noticed the time we had gone back for the follow-up of the thermal footage that we had gotten. My brother was using the night vision and it wasn't recording. And yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. But sure enough, I was thinking about it and figured, and I tried recording a few times also, and I thought it was maybe something my brother was doing because it was like his first few times really using it. And I used it, and it happened to me as well, where it wasn't picking up the recordings. And I figured, I was like, you know what, maybe it's the SD card. And I moved all my stuff from the SD card and then cleared the SD card, reformatted the card, and it's working again. And so last night I was testing it out, and I go outside and so I'm looking around, scanning the skies, and it's not even maybe 5 minutes in, this white orb-like object shoots through, gets my attention, and so I start recording. And at one point it starts zigzagging. Pretty crazy. You can hear my nephew in the background. They're doing something else, but he's like, whoa, he says, whoa, right as this thing, I'm recording this thing. So it's like perfect timing. And it zigzagged and it got really faint, and that was it. But it was super interesting, and it was just how that happened. And I was just able to capture it. So yeah, I posted that as a short, and it got a lot of hits, but not a lot of thumbs up. And that, I think, that's YouTube playing with you too. They'll do stuff like that, I believe. But yeah, it was a really good capture. And just once again, the way it went down, there's just a whole lot behind that. And I like how Latchkey, you explained, you give details about your sightings and how it happens. And I think that's very important. Let's see, we got some sirens. It's the ambulance. Yeah, because I think there's something to it with certain people. And when I say certain people, I was thinking about a brother earlier, and I hope you're all good. What is it? Florida Real UFOs. And he posts a lot of stuff. I haven't seen him post lately. Ciao, ciao. And so I hope you're well, brother. But look, we got peeps checking it out. Yeah, a lot of people stop by when, Butcher's doing his thing. People are checking it out, stopping, taking photos, video. Yeah, I think there is something with people who are capturing things, because I feel we'll be getting into all this a lot deeper, but, there's a lot of stories. A lot of people have stories, and I love listening to people's stories and stuff. But, yeah, being on the internet, that's a whole other circuit. And so I think on the internet, we try, at least I try to gravitate to where I find realness and truth as far as evidence and stuff like that. Um, and so yeah, I look for similarities or things that I find legit, and then as we dive in deeper to this stuff, we find out some things aren't. But I think there's a lot of real stuff out there for sure. A lot of good videos and evidence, pictures, and people's experiences. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of storytelling, and there's a huge wave right now with whatchamacallit, pick a circuit, both UFO, Bigfoot, even right now, Dogman is picking up, and a lot of people are, uh, riding this wave and cashing out. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, good, bro. Yeah, he's inside. Got people here. Let's see. All right. Making sure bro's in there. And so it's like, how do we filter out like the real from the other stuff, and I've listened to a lot of Bigfoot accounts and UFO stuff, and yeah, I feel we all have that little meter inside of us that tells us what may be true or not, right? And that helps us in daily survival too. I mean, for me, I gotta determine, being out here anywhere in the woods, in the city, how to navigate, where to go, how to move, so I don't get caught up, and you get caught up sometimes, shit. But same thing when you're surfing the YouTube, the internet, it's like you want to, I mean, at least for me, I want to gravitate towards information that's relevant to me, and information that, man, you can maybe even apply, to your own life at the moment or whatever. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, no, and I feel a lot of stuff out there right now. A lot of people cashing out on the let's just talk the UFO thing. I see a lot of like the mainstream, yeah, a lot of people being called out, getting their cards pulled, and with reason. There's people with evidence of stuff, and it's just like, whoa, wow. And like, it's funny because some of these people I used to check out back in the day too. It's like I go through little stages and phases of stuff, and the good stuff I feel like I'll go back to. It's like, I'll get into someone's information and whatever for a while, and then I'll kind of like phase out of that and get into other stuff, and then eventually I'll go back to that stuff that I was into because it's relevant again or whatever. It's kind of weird, and that's just the cycles, I think, of life. 360, like a turntable. Things go around, come around, all types of cycles going on everywhere. So yeah, it's interesting how that works. But let's go see what Butcher's up to right now. And I see you all in chat. Let's check out the skies really quick. Doesn't look like they're spraying today, although they probably did. It's hazy, but doesn't look like yesterday. Yesterday looked like a straight war zone. It was like lines all over the place. It's wild. Yeah, it does smell a lot better, T-Bone. And you know what? It's interesting about that smell. And I would get it a lot because I think there's a city of Vernon right here, and that's a bunch of like warehouses, and who knows what's going on. I used to work back there, and so I used to wonder, yeah, these weird smells sometimes, and that weird smell from yesterday actually went all the way to where I'm staying. It was just pretty far away. Yep, latchkey. Oh man. Uh, and so yeah, that's been going on for years. Another thing that's interesting is that uh, a bunch of the houses around here have been getting worked on because I think it's like toxic stuff. I don't know if it's lead. Yep, Farmer John was a big one, dude. That was horrific, and it was like the smell of pork death. And I hear, you hear the relations between pork and no offense to anyone who eats pork. I don't eat pork myself, but the similarities of pork and human. I've even heard that supposedly they've asked some cannibals and they say the closest thing to human flesh was pork, which is wild. But yeah, the horrific smell of Farmer John. And I believe Farmer John's been closed for a while, but I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. If they closed the plant, I remember they talked about closing it a few years back. And so yeah, some of these houses going up Indiana Street, they've been working on, and they got these big old banners outside explaining this lettering explaining what they're doing, and they're digging up the ground there because there's like a fallout. I don't know if from what I heard of one of the residents here is like, yeah, there's like fallout from this factory that used to I don't know, deal with batteries or something like that back in the day, and that stuff is still in the ground here, and so that's some wild stuff. I don't know, trippy. But maybe one of these days we'll stop at one of those projects, whatever those little houses they're working on, and we'll check out the banner and see what that says there. But yeah, it's coming along here. Straight up, Butcher is a LA legend, y'all. Straight up. From a youth, I can't tell you how young it is when he started, but at 16, he did this amazing piece. And I believe, where was that one? There were several. There was one that he really got, all right. I think homeboy said he's gonna go get the ladder. Yeah, the Tupac piece. He did this piece with Tupac on it, and this was way back in the day. I think it was after the Tupac situation, and it was just an amazing piece. And I think he was 16 at the time when he did that, and he's been breakdancing and rapping, MCing and stuff, but just on the underground circuit level. But no, he's well-known mainstream artist here. I'm sure he's done galleries and stuff too. Maybe some traveling. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been around Butcher, so over 25 years. So we're just catching up with a bunch of stuff, and we've been actually catching up with a lot of the old world Tartarian reset, mud flood, all that. All that stuff that some of us are into here, and he's all into it too. So we've been going in on that, talking about different buildings around Los Angeles and in California and different things, and so he's definitely on it. And then yeah, we talked about, I mentioned that we're gonna try and get him on with his experiences with one of those I think it might have been a fast mover, those little UFOs that we're calling fast movers or dragons, zipping by really close to him, and it happened here. So we'll have him explain that and check that out, because I know it's happened to some of you out there as well, and I believe it's happened to me too. I've talked about it, hearing the clicking sound possibly in some of my videos. So we'll be going live later. Let's check him out in action. Yeah, right on, T-Bone. Yeah, that they call it can control. You know, that can control, man. It's amazing. Just like some of these lines and stuff. And there's certain techniques, you know, but a lot of it is just straight practice. And it's like you see this like wild style. It's known for that. Gerald, salute to everyone in chat, y'all. We got more sirens. Let's see, more ambulance. The ambulance is normal, and it looks like they're coming from downtown. All day. Even at the house, it's like all hours, choppers. Yep, sweetly morbid bear, you know. There's a hilarious Instagram that I ran into. I'm not too active on Instagram, but every once in a while, you know, I'll tap in. And yesterday is this dude, and he's like, yeah, kind of like a stoner looking dude, and he's on a rooftop, I think, and he's like pointing at one side of LA, and it's like a nice, decent sunset. You know, it's some buildings in the way, whatever. And he's talking about how heavenly LA is, and then he turns around behind him, and he's showing like it's literally a house that exploded. And he's like, yeah, explaining how it exploded and didn't catch fire, and there's stuff everywhere. Stuff hasn't been cleaned up or anything. Points out that there's a cool Dodge that you could fix down there and everything, and it was just. I don't know, if you're on my Instagram, I kind of did some little note thing on there that they have going on now where you could like comment and stuff. It's super hilarious. Oh, man. But yeah, nonstop. Would they go around the block here? You never know. That might be a freaking high-speed chase right now. Someone might have stolen that. Straight up. You never know out here. They take all types of stuff. There goes the homie, Randall. Sheesh. What up? Hey. Cool. Boom. Yeah. ¿Qué es tu Instagram, bro? Si lo quieres promotar. OG Randall on Instagram. That's what's up. These boys, they go up into the mountains too and smash around there. They're kind of like my eyes for Bigfoot up when I don't go up into the mountains around here. And they recently all got Tacomas too, so we're straight up Tacoma gang out here. Taco gang, TRD. Yeah, the bike scene is big out here. A lot of, they do the, like, it's almost like street takeover of bikes. I've talked about it. I've recorded them before. And some of them have gotten out of hand where these kids are just like smashing, grabbing 7-Elevens and businesses and stuff and just kind of kill it for everyone else. And we got another homie, the Knox. He goes by NOX. No Excuses is his brand. I think that might be his wifey there, but he lives down the block over here somewhere. And he's another bicycle dude, has an awesome bike, and he's working on his brand. And he goes on those rides, and they go smash around the city and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It seems like a lot of fun, but there's always those few knuckleheads that just ruin it, right? They recently buffed out that wall over there too. I'm surprised they haven't written on it. Looks like they put a fence up on it with a tarp or something. Any exciting happenings today for anyone? Anyone jumping on live later? So as soon as Butcher gets a break, I'll remind him, and then we'll get him on to see what might. I'll try to go live, which would be great. And if not, then we'll just do a video. Yeah, just me, huh? You know, straight up, you know what's been happening every night? I've been setting up and getting ready to go live and stuff, and I've been falling asleep. But it's much needed. I've been, you know, just paying attention to the body. You know, if I feel like I need a rest, I've been resting. And if we need to go, then we're going. But that's what's been happening there. But maybe Friday night might be the night. Sometimes I stay up late, but most of the time I stay up late, but I've been falling asleep early. Yeah, definitely. Mural updates. Chopper updates. That's probably LAPD. Yeah, we'll give you sky reports and any other happenings for sure. All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for tapping in. And yeah, I'll take some yerba mates with me to drink. Keep me up tonight. Peace, y'all.